A man should hear a little music, read a little poetry, and see a fine picture every day of his life, in order that worldly cares may not obliterate the sense of the beautiful which God has implanted in the human soul. If you treat an individual as he will remain how he is. But if you treat him as if he were what he ought to be and could be, he will become what he ought to be and could be. One ought, every day at least, to hear a little song, read a good poem, see a fine picture, and if it were possible, to speak a few reasonable words. If I love you, what business is it of yours? I have possessed that heart, that noble soul, in whose presence I seemed to be more than I really was, because I was all that I could be. As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. We do not have to visit a madhouse to find disordered minds. Our planet is the mental institution of the universe. Daring ideas are like chessmen moved forward. They may be beaten, but they may start a winning game. Know thyself. If I knew myself, I'd run away. To think is easy. To act is hard. But the hardest thing in the world is to act in accordance with your thinking. If you've never eaten while crying, you don't know what life tastes like. The human race is a monotonous affair. Most people spend the greatest part of their time working in order to live, and what little freedom remains so fills them with fear that they seek out any and every means to be rid of it. By seeking and blundering we learn. I have so much in me, and the feeling for her absorbs it all. I have so much, and without her it all comes to nothing. A person hears only what they understand. Nothing shows a man's character more than what he laughs at. None are more hopelessly enslaved than those who falsely believe they are free. Instruction does much, but encouragement, everything. Life belongs to the living, and he who lives must be prepared for changes. There is nothing worse than aggressive stupidity. Every day, one should at least hear one little song, read one good poem, see one fine painting, and, if at all possible, speak a few sensible words. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do.